Go on, Ebbers, where are we going this time?
We need your help on... We're going to the Republic of the Congo, Central Africa.
Hello, everyone.
Now, the dish we're cooking today is Saka with Fufu.
Also known as Saga
Or
pondu, or umbroke.
All 4 of those terms are new to us.
Oh!
Yes!
So this is an incredible Central African dish. For those of you at home, here's a picture of what it should look like. So from what we heard from the community, this dish is served Sunday meals, it could be birthdays, weddings, celebrations, also available in many different Congolese markets. Very affordable, very achievable for a lot of people. We reckon this should take you about an hour and a half.
There's no such thing as a stupid question, just an action based on the answer.
Okay, right, Evans, we got this. Let's do this.
Do you want step 1?
Yes, please.
Yes, please.
Make a stew.
Okay.
And you've given us this.
It's a good step, it's a good step.
Well, I mean, I've taken over.
Well, you've started with the one thing we do know, French influence. And you've started with onion and garlic, tomato base. We've got some red meat, I'm going to guess beefy.
I like this game.
This is really
The
good.
chef's involved, so he should be able to get this.
Yeah.
We'll get it started, so onion, garlic, get chopping, and then we'll sweat it off. A red meat stew probably needs longer than an hour and a half, or we could cheat it in our magic cooker.
Our first tip is that the meat can be cooked in an instant.
Is it an instant pot? Oil in the pan, unrefined palm oil. It's a funny red colour, but that's its natural colour.
What's the taste profile? What's the texture? What's it do?
Well, it's a plant fat, so like coconut fat and coconut butter and coconut oil, it is solid at room temperature unless you're in a very hot climate. I'm going to heavily season our meat because it could be a red meat like beef that we're very familiar with, buffalo or bison, could even be goat.
So you're thinking we're cooking the whole thing in the Instant Pot, or the meat and then letting the rest bubble?
Typically, a stew would be a one-pot cook, but given you've given us a reduced amount of time, we'll get the onions and the beef searing off at different temperatures and times, so we can do a slow sweat down of onion, but a fierce sear of meat.
Because we don't have as much time today, it's better to cook the meat separately because that does take longer.
Okay.
And then in
Cook
our normal
everything else.
saucepan, we will cook the rest of the stew and we will combine it at the end. Traditionally, the meat would not be seared before it goes into the pot to cook. Everything would get added in together and boiled up.
Over how many hours?
Hours.
Did the community suggest this one?
This is a community suggested one. Interestingly, not the most popularly recommended one, but actually we thought the most popularly recommended one you might know a bit more about, so we've taken it down another path.
You've made it harder.
Yeah, that's what I do best. I gave a wink to the camera as well.
Did you?
Yeah.
Oh.
If you're enjoying this, there are some small things you can do that make a big difference to us. Like the video, subscribe if you aren't, click the notification bell and select all. Thanks.
Okay, so we have seared meat, we have onions, we have garlic.
We have heated up stock just so we can bring it up to pressure quicker. Right, so we go tomato paste and bay leaf in.
Get ready for flavour, guys.
Did you only get one out?
Yeah, because they have so much flavour, Ebbers.
This needs to be brought up to a pressure and cooked probably for 45 minutes-ish at pressure. Mike, in my head, I think there should be a chilli sauce on the side that people stir in rather than in the dish.
Do you want your next hint?
Yes, please.
Think Indian saag when it comes to texture and colour.
What do we think it is?
I thought it was spinach, but it's not. It tastes like green hay.
What do you mean? It's like almost silagey.
Yes. To clarify then, no Indian influence. We're thinking purely about the dish.
Yes.
So basically green and spinachy.
Cassava leaves. Like we've got the root. Is it like the leaf of the potato plant? That's underground. Is it the thing that grows above ground?
Ding, 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 we have a winner!
This is cassava leaf.
This is cassava leaf. You buy it when it's been cut up and frozen, and so this has now been thawed back out. So if you think about the name, Saka,
We need to use twice as much of it as we think.
there you go.
Oh.
Here we go.
There is an amazing dish that combines greens, and I didn't know it was cassava leaf, and peanut butter. Well seasoned and absolutely delicious. And certainly that was popular in other parts of southern and central Africa. I don't know about the Republic of the Congo.
So we've got whole smoked prawns, we've got ground prawns, we've got sumbara.
Dawa dawa.
There are lots of recipes out there for this dish. The prawns are an optional extra.
Yeah, my hunch is not those. Some of this, but this is the same as this that's been through a grinder. That's a smoked one. We'll add some for texture and fish it out at the end, maybe a bit like a bay leaf.
Great.
Seeds?
Seeds?
They are alligator peppercorns.
Alligator peppercorn.
Let's get those out. Let's try one. They're not particularly fragrant, are they?
Not on their own.
Almost citrusy pepper. Oh yeah, that is, whew. I mean, one packs almost like, yeah, fiery pepper.
Not like a numbing heat, as opposed to like a
numbing
chili heat.
Yeah, almost sort of.
Szechuan-esque?
Yeah.
Oh, no, I can smell them, even as you grind it.
Where are we starting with?
Chop a chili.
That's in my eyes, just by smelling it.
Whilst we've been thinking, our pressure cooker has come up to temperature. We're warming up a little bit more of the palm oil. We'll sweat off the chili with the okra. Then we'll add all of the leaf, some peanut butter, some ground prawns, alligator pepper, and this has been left here as well, but I've got no idea what it is.
Sumbala.
Fermented locust bean as a powder.
I'm going to wash my hands before I touch myself. Not there.
Definitely wash your hands before you touch yourself.
I'm not going to touch myself there.
If you're cooking with chili, don't touch
Touch your willy.
Yep. So yes, this is a fermented seed condiment made with locust bean seeds, and some say that it's akin to a West African miso.
Absolutely see that.
Traditionally, the okra would be blitzed up. That's why there's a food processor behind you, so that you get all the flavour of it, you don't necessarily get the texture.
And the texture part of it I find fascinating, because if you cook okra, you get that kind of gelatinous, inverted commas, slimy texture that you might associate with like a gumbo. Mm-hmm. And I think that might be what we're going to get from our fermented locust bean. Now, because this is quite a dry leaf, and normally you'd be adding it to a lot of liquid, we're going to have to sort of keep it moving in the pan. Alligator pepper, peanut.
Wow. When you cook the leaf out, you almost get like a sweet hint of banana.
Ooh.
There is a richness from the peanut butter, but a real earthiness and vegetal earthiness from the leaves.
So the peanut butter is there to add not just flavour,
Nutrition.
calories is a big thing,
Yeah.
as is texture to the dish.
Awesome. This is so good.
Some of our dry shrimp powder. Should we add some of this in? It's like our bay leaf.
You just gonna, wow.
The plan is that hopefully from all of those different seasonings and flavours, we get a really deep sense of seasoning.
Are we leaving that slowly?
Slow now, slow, just come up to temperature.
Now, step 2, please make us some fufu.
Is this cassava?
Yes. My understanding of fufu was it's a relatively plain thing that you then use as the vehicle to mop up all the other things. So in my head, it's quite plain, and I think you just peel it, boil it, mash and pound it.
Oh, great.
So that it becomes quite bouncy. Treat it like we would know as mashed potato, except we're going to use cassava and plantain.
There are 2 ways we believe you can make this.
Your way is definitely one of them.
You could just blitz it all up raw with water in a food processor first and then cook it out.
Oh, interesting.
Make like a batter with it.
My logic here is that that is harder than that, and therefore that needs more cooking than that. So we'll add that in once that's had a head start.
Good logic, Ebbers. How are we thinking of pounding that in there with like a potato masher?
I think traditionally it would be done in a big pestle and mortar, possibly even like this size with big sticks, and you just kind of, you pound, and you can
But
get,
you
can
got
get
to make
2
sure you
people
jump
stood
into it.
opposite each other.
Make sure you jump into it though, Ebbers.
So the 2 people stood opposite, so you can get alternate pounding.
Okay.
So you get
Yeah.
in the base. We haven't got one of those, so maybe just with a potato masher and then a wooden spoon.
Right. Our mystery meat has cooked.
We'll keep boiling the green stuff.
I can stir that, Ebbers. That's done. So the pressure needs releasing.
You just went over there to get it.
Yeah.
And then you came back without getting it.
I'm not
Have you
confident.
forgotten how to use it?
He hates a pressure cooker.
It scares
Why do you
me.
hate it? You're just scared of it.
Should we add in our relative, the banana?
Any close to working out what it is?
It tastes quite beefy.
I'm getting salt beef vibes in texture, in that it's very fibrous, not taste.
And what do we know about that? It means it's a part of the cow, the brisket, that is incredibly lean. So I think we're looking at a lean cut of red meat. And if I had to guess, because I think beef would be too obvious, it's probably goat.
It took a long time to get there, but yes, Ebbers, you are correct. It is goat.
So I'm thinking we now combine A with B.
Yeah.
You've got all the meat, and I think we want a lot of this stock
Fat.
and fat, but I don't know if we want it all.
Cassava's done. Right, well, this is an Ebba's dream come true, isn't it?
I told you! I told you!
Okay,
And then we
go on
alternate.
Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4.
Is this would traditionally be the women of the family
You can't talk and pound. Keep going.
who would do this, and it does take a long time. And whilst they were pounding like this, they would also sing. And that would provide the rhythm for the song around it.
It might be worth pointing out that although this is a very traditional method, we'd also recommend that you could just use a food processor.
We've put one in the back.
No, this is much more fun. Ebba's,
Yeah,
I'm knackered.
I'll come back. I was trying to find a video of me pounding. No, I think we're not far off. Honestly, I think this is a really nice job and good consistency, and the fact that it is doing kind of what we want is just not completely smooth. In 2022, in the sorted kitchen, we could just put it in a food processor.
Ah, Ebba's. It looks like gourmet mash.
It's definitely smoother.
Oh, Ebba's.
Ebbers is bringing the heat.
Yeah.
Cheers.
Cheers.
You're not really giving anything away.
He's not sure.
Right,
I mean, I'm very happy with that.
should we plate it? Which one are we going to serve? I feel like that's very tacky. The food processor has changed that. I think we serve this one.
Mike 1, Magic Mix 0.
Wow, look at the colour of that.
I think we've ended up in quite a happy place.
Ready for this?
Yeah.
This is what you're aiming for.
That's pretty good.
Accurate.
Looks, I would say, you got there.
I think you passed that one.
Yeah.
With flying colours.
And very much served family style, so we can all dig in and see what it tastes like. I don't know if any of us know what it should taste like, but let's see if we enjoy it. Optional added chilli if you like it hot.
Okay.
Cheers.
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 Ooh, that is so earthy.
It's an incredible texture game because you've got the pappy, but the bouncy, the pasty, this, and then the wonderful sauce there.
Yeah.
You start heating this up, it releases all this sort of fragrant sweetness. Then you put in the smoky prawns, you start to smell the prawns. Then you add the chili and you smell the chili, and you're basically just layering the flavours on top of each other, but you're really smelling them as you go. But it's still sweet and spicy, it's great.
It's got such a richness from the slow cooked meat, but then the peanut fat and the palm oil fat gives it a real richness.
And imagine what the real thing tastes like. I imagine like letting that just bubble away for hours and hours and hours just releases even more complexity.
That's pretty good. I'd like to know how close it was, and as always, we'll be reading all the comments, so let us know how we got on.
And the best thing that we can do is move on to the next country. Let's find a D.
Okay, boys, spin the wheel.
And we get to play again.
And we're going to...
Denmark.
Denmark!
A little close to home. I wonder what we come up with.
Well, you know how this works. Over to you guys. Use comments down below. What dish should we cook from Denmark? We're going to send out a load of tweets, social stuff. So make sure that you engage with us on there. And we'll see how these two get on in a few weeks.
Danish pastries.
Oh, Danish pastries.
Make it hard.
Make it
really
hard.
Have you ever made a Danish pastry?